Go on, say something funny out there.
I just scared the shit out of this guy. He was like that.
Did he see you?
No, I just saw him as he was going. Like that.
I'm not going to bother with the ModdedGossip logo anymore. There's too much fucking bullshit sitting up. I'll print it out on a colour printer and I'll just stick it over it. On the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
oh, wow. Wow.
Isn't that good? Do you see that picture I just sent you?
Yes.
Oh my god! That could be a meme. What? Oh, what have you done? I can see it, you arsehole!
You look like Kanye West, but slightly whiter.
Versace! Hello and welcome everyone to our podcast. Today we will be talking about E3 2018, our hopes, our dreams, our fears, the schedule, and eventually the truth of all those leaks. No, we're not really going to know the truth, but...
Yeah, we don't know the truth, but we're going to get to the bottom and we're going to talk about each individual game that's been leaked, how we feel about it. It's going to be a good time. Sit and chill with us. The E3 2018 Entertainment Expo conference memo.
Yeah, so give us a bit of context.
So, at the beginning, obviously, of, way before the events, employees are given memos, and, you know how it works. They're given memos of what's coming out to prepare, like a little... It's like when you're doing a conference for a company that you work for. They give you a memo of what's going on. Well, this memo has got a list of basically the schedule of what's happening at E3.
Yeah.
So, as this is... like an official document, someone's thought, oh yeah, I know what we're going to do. I'm going to leak this on the internet. Whether it's genuine or not, nobody knows until it actually is announced. But there's a lot of stuff on here now that's making a lot of sense. It's, there's obvious ones on here. You're like, yes, actually, this seems pretty legitimate. Because since this has come out, there's a lot of companies that are like, oh, we've got this new game. And they're trying to leak it themselves before this becomes public. Before E3. Like,
Do you think it's accidentally on purpose, though?
I don't know.
Sometimes I think to create hype, it's like, that's late. How surprising. It happens every year.
I personally think that the Fallout announcement that's just happened for Fallout 76 was done as a last minute. I think this came out and they were like, oh no, they've clocked something here. Let's just do the trailer now. And then they'll just do gameplay at E3.
Yeah, but hang on, why bother? It's only days away.
Well, because they'll cut their section for Fallout short by showing the trailer now, and they brought out loads of hype. Like, it worked on me. Like, I was sitting there watching that toy for hours, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I also hold the record for the fastest Nintendo DS sold to a customer ever, because I had it on the screen as I was serving someone, and it started moving, and then I saw Todd Howard come on, and he started talking, and it was just like, there you go, there's your receipt, and goodbye. And that was it. I honestly, like a flash. And I had to watch it, and obviously I watched the trailer and loved it. But anyway, going through this E3 list, it breaks it down day by day. It seems very believable. It seems like something that I'd be like, yes, okay. Like,
okay, yeah.
I don't think there's stuff on here that isn't very... unfeasible, to be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top. We're just going to name them. We're just going to start chatting about them, whether we're interested or not. If we're not, then we just move on. The first thing that's going to happen on June the 9th, apparently, according to this leak, now I'm saying that this might not happen. This isn't official. This is a leak that we're going on. So I must emphasise this. You know, this probably will be wrong because they've had time to change this. But the first thing, apparently, on June the 9th, on the Saturday, don't know what time, is going to be Battlefield 1945. Right? So Battlefield is a pretty fun game. We all know that. It's going to be a game that, because of the popularity of Battlefield 1, it kind of seemed natural to kind of go to World War 2 for a Battlefield franchise. Because the last time they did that was 1942, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then they had the 1943 online Xbox Live Arcade one. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will in the comments, I'm sorry, but I'm sure that it seems like the natural progression. And then all of a sudden, the Battlefield 5 trailer has just come out. Do you see what I mean?
I don't know why they're calling it Battlefield 5, though.
Well, I don't know. No one knows.
It should be Battlefield 2.
Oh, no, because Battlefield 4 is already out.
Yeah, but so Battlefield 1 was already out. It's Battlefield.
And Battlefield 2 is already out. It's called Modern Combat. It's a real shit. Like, Battlefield have fucked up their names, right? Just like a lot of other franchises have. And the Star Wars movie franchise, they fucked it up. They think it's cool at the time, and then they realise, oh, we could get a sequel out of this, and we are screwed. Like Xbox One. It shouldn't have been called Xbox One. It shouldn't have originally been called Xbox 360.
But you know why it was called the One?
Because it's supposed to be your all-in-one entertainment system.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now they want a sequel. Like, I say sequel, but like they want to get the next machine. They can't call it the Xbox 2.
No, but this is the problem with names. Some people try and put the dual meanings and double entendres in names. Sometimes it's nice to put a little clue in it because, like, no one understood the Xbox One. And they were like, well, it's an all-in-one. They had to explain it. Well, if you have to explain it, then you shouldn't be doing it. But no, it's fine. It's just, Battlefield numbering system, ho-hum. It's okay.
Yeah, for me, it's just... I'm sure it'll be good, and I'm sure it'll be... As long as it's got a campaign and doesn't pull a Black Ops 4, I'm sure it'll be fine. The next one is Star Wars Bounty Hunters Mandalorian Knights. I don't know what that is.
Right, so Mandalorians are the race that Boba Fett comes from.
Oh, no. I know that the Star Wars part of it, but I've not heard anything of Star Wars Bounty Hunters since it was on... I think it was on the original Xbox.
Oh, no, I'm going to go for an RPG.
So we're saying it's going to be an RPG sort of...
It might be an open world RPG. You know, you're building your jobs as a bounty hunter. You get a ship. You know, you get infamy, the increased infamy. You then get better jobs. It escalates. That's what I'm going for. It would make sense in that world, especially as a bounty hunter.
Did you ever play Star Wars Bounty Hunter?
No.
Before, okay. Because I haven't either.
It just didn't look very... It looked like a cash-in. And a lot of the Star Wars games in the 2000s were terrible, apart from Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight and such.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I haven't played Bounty Hunter, so I don't know what sort of game it should be. Like,
no,
I don't think I'm going to be interested in it. Like, Star Wars games are cool. You know, they're quite entertaining. But on another form of it, they kind of just... They go along the same lines, like, okay, well, you're either going to become a Jedi or you're going to become a bounty hunter, and you're just going to kill stormtroopers or kill an enemy, and, you know, it's all... There's not really much sort of to put your teeth into in a Star Wars game.
There is, if they go back to a different genre.
It's like Knights of the Old Republic and, you know, like making it an RPG, like Battlefront 2.
X-Wing.
Right?
X-Wing and TIE Fighter.
Oh, no, no, but what I mean now... They go, oh yeah, Star Wars game's coming out, and it's Battlefront. It's going to be a remake of, you know, it's going to be better like from the ones that was on PS2 and PC and things. Then they just make a sequel to that because it is just like, oh, two forces, shooty, pow.
Yes, that's the Arch file. That's because the Arch file that LucasArts should have never sold the license to.
Yeah, but I'm hoping, as you say, there needs to be more meat. There needs to be more meat in these games because Star Wars has got a plethora of history and lore and story and everything.
They can nearly do any genre with Star Wars because it's obviously a massive world. So,
but it seems like that the only games that they seem to bring out are ones where it's like, you know, good versus evil, shooting blasters or Jedi. You know, they don't. Knights of the Old Republic was the one true Star Wars game that I played and was like, oh, mother of God.
You see, for me, it was really X-Wing and TIE Fighter.
Oh, no, the last one I was played.
Yeah, that was...
I played the X-Wing TIE Fighter before, not very much, but I was quite young.
Amazing.
But Knights of the Old Republic for me was...
There's a mod on the mod database where they're remaking X-Wing and TIE Fighter from the ground up. Game engine, every asset, every mission. No, they are. It's well in production.
Oh, that's good. The next one on here is Madden 2019. I don't care.
No.
It's American football. It's going to be fancier. However, they are one of the parts of the memo. They're advertising new punter interface. I'm not quite sure what that is. So we'll just skip past that. Dragon Age: Rise of Tiamat. Now, Dragon Age is a solid game. It's a really rich, like really fun game to play, and I'm quite excited to play it when it comes down in price a bit. And I know it's only just been announced, but it's one of those games that when Dragon Age, what's it called? What's the most recent one?
Don't know.
Inquisition.
Inquisition, right.
When Inquisition came out, it was 50 quid everywhere for ages, and then all of a sudden it just dropped to like 8 quid. It just dropped.
I remember that happening, actually.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'll just wait for that to happen. Just a very, I don't know, it's a very story-driven, like narrative-driven role-playing game. So if you haven't got a lot of time, it's going to be really hard to get into these Dragon Age games.
It's I suppose, isn't it like The Witcher?
Yeah, Witcher is a really good sort of example.
But again, it's very rich in its world, and I think Dragon Age is, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to invest a lot of time to get a lot of pleasure out of that game. Just purely because of how much, not that sort of pleasure, but to get the enjoyment out of the world.
Yeah, of course.
Having a full-time job or not much gaming time, I think that's gonna really impact on the enjoyment for a lot of people of Dragon Age. That's my own personal opinion. Because the last one was hours and hours and hours of time that you could just melt into this game. And
wasn't that the same? Well, with Fallout.
Fallout's slightly different because the story of Fallout progresses with you. Like, for instance, that if you were just like, no, I've had enough of the story, I'm just going to go and explore. And you just explore, and then you have tiny, tiny little scenarios and small
no penalty
stories. For that. No, you can just go, right, no. And you just find a house, and you'd be like, what's this house?
Yeah.
And you'd go in, and then all of a sudden you'd find it like, there was one of them in Fallout 4 called Pickman's Gallery. And you go in there, you just think, okay, it's a normal house, but it's on your marker. And you go, okay, I'm just going to go into this. And you find out that this Pickman guy is like making art out of blood of the raiders, and it's all really nasty and really macabre when it's in there. But it's like a full sort of like mini side mission, and when you're bored, you just leave.
Yeah.
You just explore. Whereas Dragon Age is you have tiny bits of like chunks of information that then form a massive picture that you could easily miss points. So if you stop playing or you have to work nights for 5 days, and you don't have any gaming time, when you come back to that, you're going to be like, Jesus.
You're out of the loop.
Yeah, and you think, I can't remember. And I think that's going to impact. But for people that can follow
it might not be like that.
Oh, I hope so. Because Inquisition was brilliant. It was a masterpiece. The next one, we're both excited for this because I think it's going to be a Destiny killer. What game is it? Ooh.
Anthem.
Yes. Apparently it's going to be a cinematic trailer. I am a bit nervous about it because it says presentation featuring Snoop Dogg and Zac Efron. Now, to the point where now I'm starting to think that this could be that could be fake. Like that's a red light for me to say whether this is real. or not.
Well, they've already got the trailer and gameplay footage out anyway.
Well, yeah, but of all the people they could get to present this, they get Snoop Dogg and Zac Efron.
That doesn't surprise me.
But why?
Their target audience is going to be teens and young adults.
Like, Snoop Dogg is more acceptable than Zac Efron.
Snoop Dogg is a massive gamer. I don't know if Zac Efron is.
That's what I mean. Like, Snoop Dogg is more acceptable, not acceptable, like feasible because of his
Zac Efron
history.
is like in pop culture at the moment. He's big.
They
do it a lot. They do it with any products, all different products. They'll get a celebrity. I don't know if Zac Efron is a gamer. What I'm worried about with this game is the simple fact that it's made by EA, the Archvile.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do? What, it's going to be microtransactions city or something? Ah, I fucking hate EA.
It is a very sort of a poisonous company.
Look what they did to Battlefront. Look what they've done to everything. Their model is to drip feed you with shallow crap in the game and get you to buy everything.
Yeah.
And that's not...
It's not a good model to follow. Like, look at
Battlefield. Look at what LucasArts did.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And Disney sat there and went, remove it or we take the license. And obviously
exactly.
EA are like, ugh. But the company shouldn't have to be told that. That's the thing that's annoying me. Like, games are not being made to be games anymore. They're made to be money makers. And I understand that games need to, like, make money. I very much understand that. But there comes a point where there's, like, you can charge 50, 60 quid for a game. You can charge 15 quid, 20 quid for DLC. And that's fine. But to have to keep paying to get the actual potential enjoyment out of the game that you've already paid for is robbery to me. Like,
no, exactly.
The Battlefront 2 thing, they like you already paid 50 quid, or if you paid 70 quid for the deluxe Stormtrooper or whatever it was, Death Trooper pack. Yeah. So you paid that, and you got access to different things that no one else could at the moment because they had to then grind for it. And then to get Darth Vader, it was like 40 hours of grinding just to play Darth Vader. And then Disney got involved and was like, no, you take that away. You take that away, otherwise we'll take the license away. And then gave everyone the content anyway. So these people that have paid 70 quid, it's just like, what have I got? And they're just, everything that they're trying to do to sort it out, they're not fixing the problem, they're just creating more. Like, they'll fix one problem, and then this one will come up. Like, anyone that got the deluxe edition are now out of pocket. They now paid 70 quid for a 50 quid game, which is now 20 quid.
It's like they're trying to push the customers to see how far they'll take them. And then it was LucasArts, at Disney that turned around and say, fuck off. Stop it now, right? But what's going to happen, I think what's going to happen, these big companies that have licenses where they want to make games, they're going to say, right, here's the license, and this is your limitation.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to tell you can do. No freemium, no, drip feeding. You make a full game with... Because it reflects on Disney and therefore LucasArts. And it's the same with any other game.
Well, look at the reputation, like what it's done to the Star Wars reputation. Just that one company that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm surprised Disney didn't do it all sooner. Like, in my honest opinion. I'm surprised they didn't sit there. As soon as, like, that post on Reddit was, like, the fastest downvoted post ever. I'm surprised that as soon as that come up, Disney were like, no, stop it now. Just fucking stop it. Actually. Because... as soon as something starts to go wrong, it travels faster than you can expect. Like, as you know, good news never travels, bad news travels faster than light. And that's what happens. That's what happened to Disney. I'm surprised they managed to hold out for so long before telling EA to just fucking shut up. But anyway, we're talking about EA, and we're talking about E3. This is what we're going for. Anthem, it needs to be good. The trailers, the reveal trailer and the gameplay trailer looks... marvelous. Like when you're flying through, and there's the bits where you go under the water, and groups of enemies come up, and your weapon mech suit fires all the the I don't know, like tiny missiles. It will fire, and it just looks brilliant. But as you say, because EA's got their gritty fingers in it.
Well, what's it going to be exactly? Is it the fact that they're then going to drip feed you all this stuff? To entice you, or this is what I'm worried about, because it wouldn't surprise me. It's not the first time they've done it. Disney needs to buy EA.
They just buy them outright. But like, look, you know what? You make the games we want you to make now.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why. Well, no, that's beside the point. But maybe Disney needs to bring back LucasArts.
We'd love that. Because LucasArts is the Lord and Saviour. They make great games. And then after that, apparently the last bit that happens on June the 9th on Saturday is a Battlefield 1945 multiplayer tournament. So...
hang on. Why are they calling it Battlefield 1945?
I don't know. It's the first thing that's come out.
5.
Well, yeah. But what I mean is this could be either fake, as I said, This could be completely made up, or that might have been their code name.
Yeah, but that makes it more obvious. Because Battlefield 5, people might think, oh, that's Modern Warfare, or it could be something else, or, maybe we've got a... Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that's why the debate...
Have you seen the trailer for Battlefield 5?
Not gameplay. I've seen that cinematic.
That goes, hang on, there's a cinematic where the tank goes through the house, and then it goes into the gameplay. A plane comes down, and you pick up a weapon, and then you're in the match.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I saw one where there's like people... someone falls to the floor, and he looks around, and someone gets blown up in slow motion.
Then after that, your character kind of gets up, and then grabs a weapon, then you're in the gameplay.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it that far. I think because Battlefield 5, I'm very much a person that I want to see the full thing. I might have seen it at work. I don't know. But I remember the bit where he falls over, like gets thrown up in the air and falls over, but I don't remember him picking it up. So,
right, okay.
Let's go with I haven't seen it. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next day. So this is Sunday, June the 10th. Let me just check I've got this in the right order. Yeah, we have got it in the right order. So yeah, June the 10th, on the Sunday. Hold on a minute.
Please wait.
Okay, so this is Microsoft's conference. It was the way it was laid out. It's because it was all like Microsoft, but then Bethesda wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But it didn't label it as Microsoft. So this must be Microsoft's thing because all of them are Microsoft. Right, so the Xbox One X retrospective trailer, so that's probably going to be going through what they've done since the Xbox X has come out, what games have come out, what they've done with the remasters, the 4K patches for things like Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, it's probably it's just going to be some sort of slideshow, like they do at the Oscars, where it's like on the post-Hummus Awards, like all the people that have died over the year.
That's
all it's going to be.
Love ourselves, love me, love
look how good we've
done.
Crackdown
3. Crackdown 3, Crackdown 3, Crackdown 3.
That's down here, so we will approach that.
Like I would say, if it was Kanye West, it'd be Versace. That's how I want it. But Crackdown 3's too. Okay. I can't say that quickly.
I can't either. But Gears of War 5 reveal trailer and a multiplayer demo. I'm not sure how believable that is, because
I can, because they could just use the Gears of War 4 engine.
Yeah, I agree, but with Gears of War 4, when that came out, they did a lot of like really hard-hitting trailers that were sort of hinting that the new Gears of War was coming.
Yeah.
They got people excited. For them just to announce a Gears of War at E3 seems very unlike what they usually do.
Yeah, but it could be like Gears of War Judgment, where they didn't make much of a fanfare for it, because it was an expansion within the world, not its own outright sequel.
And that's what worries me as well, because that's also known as the worst Gears of War.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that because they don't have any confidence in it? Is that because, I don't know.
Oh, no, that'd be crazy if they didn't have any confidence in it and they thought, we'll just go ahead with it anyway. No.
Well, I'm worried that this could be like another spin-off, as you say, like Judgment, where you control Marcus.
Well,
after...
Maybe.
I don't know.
But you see, the problem is Xbox One X wasn't the saviour for Microsoft's console wars that they thought it was going to be.
No.
So they know that the war comes down to exclusives.
Yeah, but
PlayStation's got some heavy hitters coming out, and what has Microsoft got coming out?
Well, looking through this list, which we're going to go through, obviously, some of them are alright, but I think they're literally just alright. They're nothing great. So if we go past Gears of War 5, if it is true, I'm excited, because I do like the Gears of War games. I do like playing them with my partner. It's just fun. But I won't be too bothered if it doesn't come out, because Gears of War 4 is pretty good. Halo 6 teaser trailer. Now, I'm not a massive fan of Halo 6. I don't know if you are. Of Halo in general.
I am, but 5 was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, for me, I lost interest at 4.
Oh, no, I love 4.
With the Prometheans and things, and I was just like, do you know what?
Loved it.
This is just too much.
I loved it!
But I haven't played Halo 5 at all. Because of it. So
no, it's alright, it's worth playing, but the fact they haven't got it on PC as well, like they've done with every other game so far.
Yeah, like Gears of War 4 was on PC.
Yeah, I got it for PC. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know, and I got Halo Wars 2. I bought that on the Microsoft Store, and that worked flawlessly on PC. And I'm hoping if Halo 6 doesn't come out on PC, I won't play it. I won't go and buy a console. Certainly not to play that.
No, I haven't used my Xbox One for a good fair amount of time. I have one, but it's one of the S ones.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the point? Especially now with the Windows 10, your PC can play every exclusive now that comes out.
Bar Halo.
Yeah, bar Halo. No, but it was after Halo they started doing it.
Yeah, it's just a bit poor. I got Forza Horizon 3 on my PC, and that runs like an absolute dream. They're really missing out on their customers here by not making all of their exclusives, as you say, PC compatible, because that will draw PC gamers to the Xbox.
It was only Halo
the
that
hardware.
missed, but Halo came out before, so I'm hoping Halo 6. I'm hoping for PC they'll do Halo 6, you get Halo 5 for free.
That would be.
They did it with
cool.
Halo Wars 2. If you bought the Uber edition, which I did, you got Halo Wars 1, which wasn't out for PC.
Could you play it on PC though?
Not at the time. Only. Oh yeah, you know, you could play it when you bought the pack. So it's great.
So it wasn't like, I have an Xbox One edition of Halo Wars with your PC version of Halo Wars 2.
No.
All right. Well, after that, we've got Rock Band 4 Michael Jackson tribute.
Oh wow, yeah. Move on.
Like that in itself cries fake to me. Like, let's just spend a few minutes. The Michael Jackson tribute. This seems like, even though the death of Michael Jackson was absolutely brutal to the music industry, no matter what anyone says, he was fantastic. This is too far. It's too long ago for them to sit there and make a massive thing of Michael Jackson tribute game. I don't even know when it was. Was it 10 years? Has it been 10 years?
No.
8 years or something? It's been a long time.
Oh, I'll tell you. Hang on.
It just seems like an awful long time. And for Rock Band to do it? Like, Michael Jackson is a singer.
Hang on. But maybe there was some licensing rules with his death, because even...
Could be.
Oh, who is it? Who's the comedian and actor? Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
His likeness can't be used for 50 years. Because he had a massive problem with Disney. And he said, you know, I'll be the genie, but you can only use my likeness in 25% of the marketing. And they were like, yeah, okay. And then he did it, and they were like, oh, fuck you. And they went ahead, and after that he said, no, I'm not doing it. So, no, it was nearly 10 years ago. It was 25th of June, 2009.
Yeah, so I knew it was around that sort of time, but that's a long time to make, you know, to not make a game of that. Considering there was things like the Michael Jackson Experience that came out on the Wii, and something else, like a dance game, I seem to remember. Like, sort of sparked my... I can't remember what it is. But, so I don't think it's a licensing thing, unless they had exclusivity. That's... I don't know. Destiny 2, Ghost of Nagasaki. That name in itself cries fake to me.
What is Nagasaki? That's a place, isn't it? I'm sure, yeah, it's in Japan.
I think that, but I don't know if it's a parody of a place.
No. Nagasaki was where Fat Boy was released. The second atomic bomb. The first one was on Hiroshima.
Atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki. There's something about it. I don't know if it's because of all like it's been in the media, but the term or the name Nagasaki, for some reason, just in the back of my head, just seemed as fake. You know, things like Hiroshima are so like dark and such like dark times in history of the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used. I think it's. I wouldn't.
But Nagasaki just doesn't seem like a real thing for this. But what do I know? I'm not part of Bungie. It's a reveal trailer, a presentation featuring Bungie community managers and Nolan North. Nolan North, if you don't know, he's the Ghost. So it could well be, but I don't know. On the Walmart thing as well, it did say Destiny Comet, which usually is like a placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they use to like say, you know, there's something here. They did it with Taken King. When no one knew it was Taken King.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
There was something there, and like everyone was like, "Oh my god," because Taken King saved Destiny 1, and I'm hoping that this will save Destiny 2, which I doubt it, because Too much damage has been done.
I'll tell you what the damage is with Destiny 2, just before we go on, because I can't help myself.
No, help yourself.
There's Destiny 2. There should have never been Destiny 2.
No, it shouldn't.
It should have been a complete evolution, like World of Warcraft, of big expansion upon expansion, increasing, building the world. And what do they do? No, they brought out a sequel and got rid of all the shit before it. No. There's no 10-year plan. It's not an ever-expanding world.
No, it's not. The thing, I can't remember if I brought this up on a podcast or before, but the biggest thing that kind of pissed me off about Destiny was if you got all those unique weapons in the first game, things like the Mida multi-tool, and they were all destroyed in the Cabal invasion, then why is the Mida multi-tool in Destiny 2?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's,
just, you know,
if you got that in Destiny 1, which you are assumed to have gotten all the exotics,
it's bullshit plot armor, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
so why bring the old exotics back when, no, they should have been destroyed, meaning that part of Destiny 2 is pretty much useless, because they say all of your armory was destroyed, so they're relying that you didn't get the Mida multi-tool? Like,
yeah.
But it's a big part. And there's a little bit of continuity. Well, I say a little bit. There's little bits of continuity that don't match up, that then kind of make a bigger picture that's really fuzzy.
Well, again, because they don't know what they're doing with the story, they never have.
No. Well, that's half to blame that one of the developers left. He left in Destiny 1, so then all of the stuff that they were going to talk about, the Cabal, like all of the history of the Cabal, they couldn't go into because the guy that had actually written the story and then they worked on the game to go around this story, he left and they couldn't use it. So they were, and the Traveller, it's the Traveller as well. Like, there's supposed to be a massive part in the Traveller.
But there was, before they made it kid-friendly. The whole thing about the start of that game, and all the story was changed. So
and then they don't mention the Traveller after that. Like, they don't even consider
the whole thing was, what is the Traveller? What's going on? And
even at the Destiny 2, you don't really know.
No.
So, it's a holder of light that gives to Guardians that everyone wants.
Yeah, but they're trying to make this quasi-religious, the Force Jedi thing.
Yeah, but
that's the whole thing. These Guardians are like Force users, and it gives them their power, and no one cares because they know it's all smoke and mirrors because they create a shit story.
But you're constantly referenced as the only Guardian, as the savior of the people.
I don't like, because it's no.
For you to get certain weapons, for you to do certain things, for you to do most of the things in the world, you have to have a fire team, which means in the story there should be more than one Guardian. Because you're referenced as they, not from you and your fire team, they, it means you and your ghost. And then it's like, it's the saviour of, like, even after you finish off Garl, right? It's like, it's the one that destroyed Garl, and you think, there is no way that you can destroy Garl, because you can only be one subclass. So I was a Void Titan, but to destroy Garl, spoilers, to destroy Garl, you had to be Arc, Solar, and Void. So you have to be 3. Do you see what I mean? You can't be 3 subclasses.
But the story the story doesn't give you a sense of greater world.
No.
It doesn't give you a sense of community. You're Mr. Number One, like all the other thousands of people that are playing it.
You should go back to Diablo 1.
Yeah.
But that's a different thing.
I'm not interested in Destiny simply because Bungie know how to make a first-person shooter. Activision don't know how to make a fucking massive multiplayer RPG, and they go, right, let's milk it. They've got the others in front of them, and they're just squeezing them, right? But what's going to happen is that milk will stop and blood will come out eventually, because people. No, but it makes sense because people will realize
they'll turn their backs on them, and then all of a sudden Destiny's a killed franchise.
Yeah.
Like Army of Two, but that's another thing. That's another EA fucking failure that I loved. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole different video entirely. One Punch Man, 1 is all it takes.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
An anime game, but with a title like 1 is all it takes, I'm definitely not interested in it.
Well, it's that makes sense. I know a bit about anime.
That's such a poor name. Sea of Thieves, apparently there's going to be Turbulent Kraken DLC, new ships, and Conquer crossover.
Okay, Conquer Rare, yeah, I can understand that, but I don't know why they would do that. Again, I haven't played Sea of Thieves yet. I haven't heard much from in terms of I don't know anyone who plays it, so I don't know whether.
No, I don't know anyone that plays it either, and it's not really something that.
I mean, that's been their big exclusive recently, isn't it?
Yeah, but even that's kind of fallen on its arse a little bit. Oh, here's another thing. Nice little snippet of information. You know the Sea of Thieves Xbox One pad?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the really pretty purple one?
Yeah, yeah.
I had one in my hands today, and apparently it lights up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Oh.
It's glow in the dark. So they advertise that as it lights up like greens and purples, like even just like a light behind it. It's not. It's not a light. It's glow in the dark, and that instantly I was like, well, do you know what? I was considering paying 60 quid for a controller because it looked nice, and it was a deal breaker. But anyway, Crackdown 3 release date reveal trailer. So I'm pretty sure it's October anyway because I think Smith's Toys leaked that. Because
I'm looking forward to that. I am interested to see how they're going to use the server-based technology for the physics. You've heard about this, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see how that works in multiplayer. But for me, it's co-op single player. Jesus Christ. Oxymoron and a half. The co-op aspect of it, because I really enjoy Crackdown 2.
Co-op campaign, you mean?
Yeah, co-op campaign. Co-op single player.
The presentation featuring Terry Crews. That seems like an obvious thing, but...
Yeah, no, he was in the trailer.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is, he's got other commitments. Can he take that time off for E3?
The amount they're paying him, yeah. Because Brooklyn Nine-Nine was shit and they cancelled it. So he won't...
I'm defending Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, right. But they've cancelled it, right? It's still in... I know it's been taken over, but the filming won't start straight away.
But he's on other things, though, isn't he? He's not just
in 3 days.
I know, but...
He'll do it. They'll probably pay him $100,000.
I don't know.
Trust me, he'll be there.
If they do mention, like, obviously they will bring out Crackdown 3. There's something in my gut that is saying that I will be surprised if Terry Crews presents it. He will be in a trailer, he will be in footage or whatever, because he is the face of Crackdown 3. Fine. I just don't think he'll present it. I don't think he'll be there. I think he'll be in all the footage and all the trailers. I don't know. He's a very good actor, he's a very charismatic man, but is he a conference talker? Like, he doesn't know the ins and outs of Crackdown 3. He's not one of the developers. He's not... He's just...
No, but he is a massive PC gamer.
He is a massive PC gamer.
Right.
I will give you that. But if I sat there and went, you really like... They Are Billions, yeah?
Yeah.
We need to get you to advertise They Are Billions too, because you're the face of it, and you need to talk about it, and talk about the physics and how we did it, and all these different things about like multiplayer. Not that They Are Billions has multiplayer, but all these different things. I would be, if I was Terry Crews, I'd be like, well, I don't fucking know. I just love it. It's he doesn't have the technical knowledge of Crackdown 3. For him to be a presenter.
If he's played the beta, then he'll be presenting it from a gamer's perspective. So instead of some developer coming on going, oh, it's built this, it's got that, it's the other.
Is that not wasted time?
No. Because people want to know how it plays. They don't want to see the people selling it. Of course it's going to have an angle to it. But he got into PC gaming to get closer to his son. More than likely, him and his son have played this game together in co-op. My angle is that he will talk about that. He'll talk about him and his son creating characters and going on this massive adventure to free the city from crime. That's my angle, I reckon. And for $100,000 for 3 days, yes.
I'd do anything for $100,000. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I want to play the first one. I haven't played it yet, so
it's very good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why this is in Microsoft's. Am I missing something? I thought Red Dead Redemption was going to be on PlayStation 4 as well. Because Red Dead Redemption 1 was on PS3. Like, it's a Rockstar game, it's not Microsoft's game. So that's why that doesn't add up for me.
Right, yeah.
Like, unless they are, because of the Xbox One X 4K patches they did for Red Dead Redemption and all that, maybe that's why they're taking on the Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe there's some exclusives with it, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that belongs there, which is make it like an even bigger sort of red flag to say, look, that's not true. But as I say, I could be mistaken. After that, Xbox One X sales success trailer, more bloody dick sucking. Look how good we are. Yeah, of course we are. Like, presentation on new multi-threader cell processor. Presentation on improved vapor chamber cooling. How pretentious is this? Windows 10 on Windows 10 on Xbox One trailer. Closing testimonial. Okay, right, whatever. Sunday, June the 10th. I presume this is after. This is the one that I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
right.
Go on.
But I'm gonna go quickly because I don't want to go too far into it. Quake Live multiplayer demo. If it's gonna be like Quake Champions, I'm not particularly interested because Quake Champions looks nice, plays nice. I'm shit at it. Like very, very much so. It's too fast. When I was a kid playing Quake 1 multiplayer and Quake 2 multiplayer, even Quake 3 multiplayer, I had that mind where I was fast enough. Quake is too fast. Like rocket jumping, I can't think that fast anymore. I'm a 32-year-old man. Like it's.
Oh yeah, it's one of those games like COD. For me, that's all you play.
Yeah.
Get good at it. That's all you play. So yeah, I'm not interested.
But yeah, Quake is. I'm very interested to see what it's like, but it won't be something that I pay a lot of money for.
After playing Far Cry 5 together through co-op, I love playing that as in co-op. I love it.
We can take games at our own pace. That's the sort of stuff I like. Elder Scrolls Online, Somerset Isles, not interested, but cool.
Somerset.
Yeah, cool. Presentation featuring YouTube influencers. Okay. Starship SETI, The Last Starfighter. This is supposed to be like an open world space RPG, but I haven't seen anything about it. I'm reluctant to go into it because I don't like the rumour mill for unknown games. I know Bethesda make it, but
the thing is, if I remember right,
well, not make it, they publish it, obviously. But I can't remember if it's called Star.
Are you sure?
Fight.
Are you sure it's not Tau SETI Starship?
No, I don't. It just says Starship SETI.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But there's one of them that I don't know if I'm sure it's called Starfield or something. But anyway, I'm not sure what that is. Presentation featuring Todd Howard. He must know what he's talking about. Cool. I'd be up for watching it. We've all kind of got open minds about this because I don't know what it's about. I hope it's that open world thing, but we'll see what happens. Fallout is the next one, and it's Nuevo El Paso.
Well, that sounds
it's got
like
a teaser
Mexico.
trailer. It does.
El Paso is in Mexico, isn't it?
And this is the biggest red flag for me that this E3 leak isn't right. That's the biggest thing, because now they've released the trailer for Fallout 76.
Yeah.
That name now doesn't make any sense in any of the word. Like, it's set in West Virginia, like near Washington. Is that near there? I believe.
Yeah,
anyway,
I think so, yeah.
Like Virginia, like West Virginia. That's the song that they played. Fallout 70, not Fallout. Vault 76 was a control vault. You've heard it all on these videos. I don't need to go into it. That doesn't really kind of fall into the Nuevo El Paso, unless that's, I don't know what that translates to in another language. For me, that could be like the new pasta. I don't know. It could be something. Could be anything.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't fall in line with Fallout 76. There's also another one from Nintendo, like a cheat sheet, should we say, from Nintendo that claimed it was a Fallout 3 remaster. But then I don't know if that's Nintendo's side of E3 that they're announcing. But I would have thought that would be Bethesda's side. That it's their game.
Not necessarily. Because
I don't know.
Yeah, but they might be joining Nintendo, because Nintendo obviously have a tight control over what games are. An easy way to find out. Oh no, that wouldn't work. It would be looking at their pattern.
I've just put in Nuevo El Paso into Google.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm really bad with geography, so I apologise. So you're all sitting there screaming at it, going, "Of course it is, you idiot." I'm sorry, I just don't know. Apparently it's in Texas.
Oh, it's right on the border, yeah. Yeah,
so
it should be near the border.
Maybe that does make sense. I don't know the geography of America, and I don't know where Texas is compared to Virginia.
Texas is south on the Mexican border.
And isn't Virginia? I'm sure Virginia's in the middle.
it's one of the.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. So that could be something. It might be nothing. Don't know. It's a red flag. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind HD reveal trailer presentation featuring Todd Howard again. I don't think that's going to be something that they remaster when everyone has made it very open that they want Skyrim. Not Skyrim. Elder Scrolls 6.
Oblivion.
They wouldn't sit there. Skyrim. No, Skyrim was 5. Oblivion was 4.
Oh right.
Morrowind was 3. But everyone wants number 6. So this seems like wasted effort. Morrowind was good, but I don't think it deserves an HD remake.
You say this, but there's a lot of new gamers. This is where they're trying to cash in. If you've got a good game and they've played the newest ones, they might want to go back. I can completely understand why they do. It's not for us necessarily.
No,
it'll be for younger gamers.
Maybe. Do you know what? It's something that I didn't think about. It might well be that reason. I don't think that's true. Rage 2, you're excited about Rage 2?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, apart from where it abruptly ended for no real reason because it hadn't finished. But yeah,
I never played it, so I wouldn't know.
Really?
I played the first little mission where you're in a truck and I can't remember if it's a Doom bobblehead, or something.
When John Goodman, I think it's John Goodman, the actor, picks you up in his little car.
Yeah, and it's a bobblehead, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I remember travelling around this same area trying to find where to go, and I was like, do you know what? This isn't for me. Because I couldn't find where to go, and I was like, do you know what? I don't have time. So that is the Bethesda conference. Quite big players there in Rage, and I'm going to say Fallout and Quake. They are granddaddies. Especially because id is involved with Rage and Quake.
Oh, Rage, yeah. Quake I couldn't be interested in at all. They're trying to make that into a cash cow again.
Yeah,
They should make a sequel to Quake. A proper sequel, a Lovecraftian sequel to Quake. Because Quake 2 was a completely different game. The story didn't link. So, if I was id, I wouldn't be trying to go down that multiplayer route because other people have nailed. And it's more the genre about the whole Battle Royale now and stuff like that.
Oh, Battle Royale.
And you got Call of Duty and you got Battlefield for the massive battles. No, I reckon Quake should go back to Lovecraftian horror, 9 Inch Nails.
Yes.
Trent Reznor.
Reznor.
Yeah.
Then we move on to Monday. So Monday is Just Cause 4. Just Cause 3 was pretty fun.
Yeah, I played it, but I didn't complete it. It got a bit repetitive.
Yeah.
I think they need to change it up. The whole liberation thing. It's like, destroy this many posters, destroy this many, and it all got a little bit repetitive.
Definitely. It was...
And it wasn't an invested world. Not like GTA, where you didn't have these interesting characters in it, really.
No. Yeah, like 3 characters.
Yeah, it was just... It's a bit generic. Although the game itself's good, you need more than that in a game like that, I think.
I find it's a really unlikable main character as well.
Yeah.
He's very just arrogant.
He's not invested. He's just like this
yeah, hero. I'll help your revolution. Got nothing better to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm not interested personally, but I know a lot of people that will be, so I'm happy that they're announcing that, because there are so many fans that are like, oh my, Kingdom Hearts is a big part of their lives. I do know a lot of gamers that they grew up on Kingdom Hearts as their sort of RPG.
It's not even a Marmite game. It's either you're not interested just because you're not interested, or you love it.
Yeah,
it's just...
me personally. I'm not a massive lover. I think I would play it. Like, if it was put in front of me, I'd probably give it a shot.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm happy it's there. The thing in this though, that's worth noting, that it says there's a Marvel character trailer.
Well, yeah, Disney owned
Marvel.
But then but it was all supposed to be the Disney characters with Square.
That's my point. Don't you think in the Kingdom Hearts, like, I haven't played it, but we all know it's things like Goofy and all the classic Disney characters.
Classic. Classic Disney, that's right. But now Disney is their universe.
Is Marvel classic Disney?
No, but Marvel's Disney, and so is LucasArts. So wait for it, because you'll have Star Wars characters coming into it. Bet your bottom dollar. they're now making, this shared universe, which is, if that's right, that's absolutely shit.
Okay, well, we've also got the Final Fantasy VII remake, which is Episode 1, which I can kind of believe because of their recent mix-up of using assets and having to delete everything. Episode 1 seems like a more reachable goal.
Yeah, I can understand that.
There's apparently going to be a gameplay trailer of that, which is going to be quite impressive. They're quite excited about. The next one is Final Fantasy Remake Project. So that's probably them explaining what's happening.
Yeah.
If this is true. But in this announcement, on this little memo, it says Final Fantasy VIII announcement. Now no. If they're barely not even finished 7, they're not going to announce 8.
They might announce to say they're going to do a series, and they'll say, this is what we plan to do in the future.
In the next 20 years. I don't know. It's just... I don't know. We'll see. One Punch Man is on there again. And then Avengers Age of Reckoning is on there. So this... Avengers Age of Reckoning, as I said, I haven't seen much of it, but I heard that someone was doing an actual Avengers video game. So this is something that I'm going to have to look up on and kind of follow it, because we do like the Avengers, we do like the Marvel Universe. We've spoken about it in previous pods. I've only recently caught up. I would quite enjoy playing a game, especially made by Square Enix, and not one of those shitty movie tie-in ones, because games of films, I know people are going to be like, oh yeah, but there's different ones that work that they don't really. There's a few
diamonds in the rough, but very few diamonds in the rough, to be honest.
Die Hard Trilogy, Diamond.
But again, that wasn't a real movie tie-in in the same respect.
No, not a tie-in, but it's a game of a film, but then you've got Fifth Element, which is poop. Do you see what I mean? I know they're old titles, but the Spider-Man games were cool, but not great.
Okay, so Batman's the best. The Arkham series.
Batman, down. Yeah, the films of Batman and the games of Batman, I think, have been going on solidly side by side.
Oh yeah, but what
for a long time.
With the Avengers, they just need to use the comic license or the film. I wouldn't even use the film license. Batman didn't need to.
Yeah, it's
so.
I just hope it's good. I hope it's got what the fans really need.
Yeah.
Next, obviously, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We've kind of read a lot about that. I know quite a bit about it. I do like the other Tomb Raiders. I'll watch it. I'm quite excited about it. But that's going to be another game that I'm not going to spend 40 quid on.
It'll be an evolution as opposed to a revolution.
Yeah. It's kind of has to be done. It's making a lot of money now, especially with the film that's just come out, which bombed.
Yeah.
They need to up their game for this one, but I've got confidence they will. Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Ethereal Crystal. I'm sure people are excited about that if this is true, but I've not followed Final Fantasy Tactics. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
No, I'm.
Nier Automata 2, The End. Nier is now becoming like a cult game. It's very expensive. It's a game that I wanted to play until I saw the price tag, and I was like, do you know what? It's been out a while now. I'm not going to pay 35 quid for it.
Okay.
So it must have been doing well for it to get a sequel this soon, because I'm sure it was only last year.
Well, they'll use all the existing assets, won't they?
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. It might encourage me to, bite the bullet and grab the game, but I'm not sure. Splinter Cell. Oh, Ubisoft. Sorry, we're going on to Ubisoft now.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell Omega Protocol. I can't even talk. Reveal trailer. Gameplay
I think they're
trailer.
trying to go the way of Mission Impossible now with Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
I loved Conviction, where he's on the run.
Yeah. Oh, that is a really good one, and all the objectives are on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was done really well. I'm definitely gonna watch what they have to say. I'll watch the Ubisoft conference because of what's in it.
Well, you know what game I'm waiting for.
Yeah. Well, it's in this list, so I don't know. But the next one is Assassin's Creed Dominance. Now, I know for a fact that's wrong.
Oh, yeah, Odyssey, isn't it?
Because it's Odyssey. Because everyone's making jokes on the internet about it being the new Mario sequel. It's If this is true, that is wrong. Unless that's a code name. You don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they need to use what they need to use to put people off.
Yeah, I just think Assassin's Creed Dominance is the same as Destiny, Comet. What I don't think is like unfeasible at all is Assassin's Creed comes out so often, it's people just kind of expect them.
Like, they're like
there's
FIFA
so many now. Yeah, there's
Call
just
of Duty. You know,
they just churn them out. So I'm not surprised to see it there. I'm surprised to see it called Dominance, but as we say, code names happen, like all the time. Just Dance, not interested.
Oh God, no! It'll be Just Dance 3018.
Yeah,
they'll just keep going forever. It's a joke.
Steep, not interested.
No.
The only on my recent PS1 games that shaped me, the only snowboarding game I was really into was Cool Borders. Like,
yeah, really sports games for me. No, I'm just
it's. I do like a good bit of NHL, but I prefer to watch it. But that's by the by, really, isn't it? The Division 2 that has been mentioned. That has been
I'm looking forward to Division 2.
Yeah, I did like the original Division. I thought it was solid.
Well, you played it a lot later than me. I bought
a lot later.
I bought it with the bloody. Oh God, I got it with the bloody the whole pack.
Yeah,
the season pass, right? Biggest mistake at the time because the original game, it was broken, and now apparently they've like they did with Rainbow Six Siege, they've fixed a lot of the mistakes. And
do you think it's too late?
No. I know people that have gone back to it and are really thoroughly enjoying it. I won't play it again
because I'd like to. I've got the Division, and I'd like to go back to it, but now I've chosen a really bad time because as soon as I go back to the Division, like 1, then 2's about to come out. I kind of feel like this is all wasted time. Like when I was playing Destiny 1, waiting for Destiny 2.
Yeah,
I felt that was just wasted time, so I wasn't enjoying it as much. So that's a fault on my part, but I'm quite hyped about it. I'm disappointed that I'm gonna miss a lot of the first one though. Skull and Bones, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate.
Skull and Bones, I think it'll probably be a pirate game.
Yeah, probably. Gameplay trailer, release date trailer, cool. Watchdogs 3.
Yeah, boy. Hopefully set in London, because obviously, well, spoilers.
Well, you know a lot of the history from Watchdogs, don't you? You follow it quite well. And one of the endings gives coordinates, if I remember rightly. Now, I haven't seen this ending.
Right. Yes.
Doesn't it? They give coordinates of 3 different locations in the world. One of them is Dubai. One of them is...
Well, this is an updated ending, because it wasn't originally in the game. And no, it's London.
No, isn't it Dubai, Australia, or London?
Originally, yeah. And then they focused on London.
All of the cutscene in it, or all the backgrounds or something, was things like taxis and Big Ben. And so, I definitely want a game set in the UK.
I want it to be co-op, because I think they said that with Watch Dogs 2, there was too much emphasis on violence, guns, and everything else, not enough on stealth. But you imagine if you had to coordinate certain hacking devices as a 2-player man team.
It would be fantastic. But if they want to kind of go away from the guns and violence, if they're going to make it topical... Yeah, but if they're going to make it topical and make it, sort of realistic... UK has a lot less firearms than America.
Yeah, but that's
hopefully they would bring it in. Yeah, hopefully they would bring it in like it's much harder to get firearms.
Well, my problem was that if they wanted to get around that, there's an easy way of doing it. They should have made it completely overwhelming if you wanted to go in loud. In Watch Dogs 2, they could have made it nigh on impossible. It would have been too much.
Like you had to grind. You had to really fight.
Yeah. And there were some levels that were like that, but they weren't enough.
Yeah. But Watch Dogs 3 is a game that, me personally, I loved Watch Dogs 2. I've got the statues up there. I've got everything about it, the characters. The problem that I had is when I started playing Watch Dogs 2, I had a massive stint, and then a personal event happened in my life that forced me to stop. Do you know what I mean? And I had to relocate. I had to do a lot of things personally, and then I never really kind of got back into that swing, which was the real sort of shit for me, because I loved it, and I will go back to it, but then there's different things that kind of get in the way. Like I got like a massive beastie PC, and I'm like, should I play it on there?
Yeah,
but I already have it on. But I have it on Xbox, and the only reason I've got it on Xbox is because the availability of me wanting to buy Watchdogs with the statue was just Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I wish it was PS4, but...
Well, yeah, but hang on. Okay, would you pick up from your save game?
No.
Get it on PC. Easy.
But the thing is, now it's fairly expensive for its age. It will only go up. So if they do announce Watch Dogs 3, like, look...
I wouldn't agree with you there, because look what they've done with Far Cry.
Yeah, but look what they've done with Fallout. Bethesda release a Fallout 76 trailer, and Fallout triples in price.
Yeah, we're talking about Ubisoft here. They're giving away Far Cry 3 with the Fallout... Oh, my God. Far Cry 5 DLC.
Yeah. But that's like saying that they give away Watch Dogs 1 with Watch Dogs 3.
Watch Dogs 2 for the PC is £15 at the moment. I would not say that's expensive for 30 plus hours gameplay, because
I know, but I have it. I own it in this house right now, but just on a different console. Do you know what I mean? It's tough, and I'm pretty tight. Like I don't like spending money on stuff that I already have. Like I could just think, look, just get over yourself. I could just go into that room and play it right now, because I want the comfort of playing here like this. I'm like, do I spend the extra money? Like I've done it too many times. But bottom line is, if they do announce Watch Dogs 3, I will buy Watch Dogs 2. Like it's simple. But that's Ubisoft's one anyway. Like let's move on. Sony's one. I'm not particularly excited for most of these, contrary to popular belief. Like Last of Us 2. Yeah, I'm interested. It's a not magical story, but it's some of the best story that's ever been told in a video game is Last of Us 1. Like the first hour. Yeah. Well, maybe like the first half an hour of Last of Us 1. If you haven't played it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's heart-wrenching. Yeah. And that's great storytelling. So I will go through Last of Us 1 again before this one. Bloodborne 2. I loved Bloodborne 1.
It was so depressing.
But I loved how it looked.
Oh, yeah.
I loved where it was set.
It's depressing.
But I fucking hated the game. I couldn't do it. Like, I loved the lore about it. There was one of my mates from work. He was obsessed with Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and he would tell me the lore, and I was so interested in it. And it was one of those things that I was just absorbing. And I knew so much. I was just learning about it because I loved it. And I was like, I need to play this game. And I played Dark Souls 1. And I was like, I can't do this. But the thing is, I did Demon Souls. I finished Demon Souls. But that's when I didn't have a full-time job. That's when I had time to sit there for months to play these games. You know, Dark Souls 1 I couldn't do it. And then Bloodborne came out. And he was just like, yeah, no, it's much easier. And you can get a feel for it. Is it fuck?
No, Dark Souls is easier than Bloodborne.
Oh my God. Bloodborne is honestly... You know, watch the comments, right? At this
point,
it was
free, don't you, on PlayStation?
Oh no, that's how I got it. Yeah,
well, even I wouldn't play it for free.
But I even think that the gameplay in that, I'm just not made for that. It's a fantastic game, but it's just too hard for me. Cue all the comments to say, "Oh, you're a pussy." I don't care, right?
Yeah.
I don't have that time to drill into that game. But this is going to make people happy if it's true. But apparently the Bloodborne 1, apparently you can't have a sequel. Unless they go completely the opposite way.
I haven't played it
So, I don't know. Days Gone, that's a game that does interest me. It just does. It's a zombie survival game where the zombies are massively vast in numbers.
Yeah.
And that's something that interests me. It's a survival. Apparently, you've got they emphasise on you looking after your bike rather than yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't have to eat, you don't have to drink, you don't have to find shelter, but you need to make sure that your bike is
breaking news.
repaired.
Breaking news. Check your phone.
Where's my phone?
Check your WhatsApp right now. This is breaking news, everyone. Right now, he's checked it. He's got no excuse not to play.
Oh
Watch
my
Dogs 2 on
God,
a PC.
why?
So
I was going to show that.
don't show it.
No, I won't. He's a legend. Right, so after this conversation, literally in real time, he has bought Watchdogs 2 for me on PC.
It's one of
So
my
now-
favourite games of many years. So now he's got no excuse.
Do you know what? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. No, next day. But yeah, thanks to that man. Everyone, you should put a thing in the comment to say this man is lovely. Anyway, yeah, Days Gone. I'm really interested in it. I love it. Heavy Rain 2, not.
I never played the first one. I heard it was good.
It's a good style game, but judging Detroit just coming out, Detroit is a game that I'm very interested in. Haven't played it yet.
I didn't realise how
don't-
Detroit plays. It plays like a Telltale game.
Sort of. It plays like a TV show,
Yeah, and you've got to
like
choose...
it's like CSI.
Yeah, I
in
didn't
a
know
way.
it was going to be like that, but that'd
And
be
you
really
have-
good in VR. Why is it not in VR?
You tell me.
It's true, like that'd be great as a true immersive game where you can relax, but you're in the environment, you're feeling it, and I don't know.
It'd be great, but you walk around and you find evidence, and you just absorb it, and then you try and get to the bottom of it. It's Detroit is just a game that's right up my alley, and it's with androids, and it's that futuristic cyberpunky sort of feel. It's definitely a game I'm into. Heavy Rain, however, I'm not. It's about this one is called Children of the Origami Killer. Now I know the first one it was called the Origami Killer, and spoilers. I'm gonna say spoilers, but if you haven't played and finished it, it's kind of your own fault because it has been out for like 7-8 years now. You're chasing a murderer, and you have to find the murderer who's killed this child. This is a loose story because I haven't finished it and I don't care about the spoilers.
It's the origami his calling card.
Yeah, and he leaves all these origami sort of birds. I don't think that Heavy Rain 2 is much. Children of the Origami Killer? Really, is that? What's the children
It'll be like
that
a
were
cult,
attacked?
maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just it doesn't click. Spider-Man, I am excited for.
Yeah, I think that could be Marvel's Arkham.
Yeah, I think that could be. But there's not really much released about that. There was a short gameplay trailer, looked fantastic, not much else.
No.
So that's definitely one to watch. Borderlands 3, I am interested in.
I am for the co-op experience, although I didn't like the pre-sequel at all. I didn't like the whole
was,
moon, you know.
yeah, that was a step backwards.
Yeah.
We tried playing that together, didn't we? And it lasted, I don't know, an hour, and we were like, yeah, do you know what?
It was boring.
It was. It was going into air bubbles each time.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, do you know what? Soul Calibur 6 is another one that I'm going through the ones that I am.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 6, I love fighting games, especially when you bring weapons into it. Soul Calibur 5 was a long time ago. This is welcome to to this generation of consoles. I'm happy. I am happy about it. It's going to be great. And then the other ones are just all right for me. So, Shenmue 3. I remember playing Shenmue 1 on the Dreamcast and it was pretty good, but I didn't play number 2.
No, I think the spiritual the successor was on the spiritual Dreamcast 2, wasn't it? Which was the Xbox, I guess, when Sega folded in the hardware department. But I know people that are obsessed by it, and it's like, okay, but
Shenmue 1, like my experience of Shenmue 1 was fantastic storytelling of like an Asian film. It was like an Asian.
It was kind of like an action movie, wasn't it? Because you're
like a martial arts,
yeah,
but with a lot of narrative story to it, and it was cool. So like you would live your day-to-day life. You're following this kid. Well, he's like a young adult, and you would have to go to work, but then you would be stopped by a gang, and then because you know a little bit of martial arts, you have to fend for yourself, sort of like the Yakuza series. Mm-hmm. But obviously, instead of you being a young adult, you're part of a gang. You know, different things. But then it got to the point in Shenmue that I was playing it. And I had to go to work, and I had to drive a forklift, and I had to move boxes, and that was part of my job. And I was like, okay, that's cool, right? Just get that out of the way. That took way longer than it should have. Then I had to finish work. Then I had to wait for a bus in real time. Well, not in real time. The time went faster than normal, but I remember it was like a good 10 minutes waiting for this bus to turn up.
No,
I had to get on the bus. Then I had to get off the bus stop and then walk home. And I know it was immersive, but I was just like, I just want to get to the next bit. I
Yeah,
just
but games are supposed to take you out of the monotony.
yeah. But I literally, it was the time that I was thinking to myself. I actually thought to myself, I'm like, I've left a job because I think I was when I played that I must have been 17.
Yeah.
Like I played it late, obviously, but I remember my job I had to get the bus for, and I remember I was like, I've just waited for a bus, got on it, come home, and now I'm playing a game where I'm waiting for a bus, waiting to go home.
Art's imitating life,
And I
imitating
was like,
art.
it's like I don't get The Sims. Like I don't know why. Like The Sims is
My
massively
partner,
popular.
she loves it. She loves it.
But why would you go to work all day, come back to then control someone that goes to work all day and then comes back and then builds that? Like you want to escape that
No, well, no, she kind of likes the whole interior design aspect of it.
Well, that is another thing.
People do draw different things from it. And you could say, well, why? Because I understand why the fuck people watch soaps.
The only reason that I think that people watch soaps is because they like to see drama that doesn't involve them. It's like when you watch a fist fight, or if you watch an argument, or you watch a Facebook argument or something. It doesn't involve you, but you're like, I'll watch that.
Yeah, okay, I can understand that, but still,
because it doesn't involve you, but it's just unnecessary.
Tiger,
yeah. So Shenmue. The monotony of everyday life. Why would you bring it into a game? But loads of people are excited. It was a Kickstarter. It was, that's how big it was. It was actually a Kickstarter. So,
which I didn't understand because Shenmue was cult and 2. They were both cult. So
yeah, I don't know. But people wanted this game. Maybe the story was unfinished. I didn't play 2. No Man's Sky Coalescence. No Man's Sky was good when it first came out, I thought.
They've released the full co-op now.
Yeah.
As a new patch. So I don't know what this Coalescence is because they're patching and upgrading it quite a lot to kind of compensate for the shitstorm. So interesting.
They might like make it, all these co-op things, they might make the game more playable, or it might be an expansion. But when it first came out, it was cool to just kind of fly around space on your own. It was fun. It didn't really hold my attention, but the amount of flack No Man's Sky has got,
undeservedly
I'm really
so.
surprised. Because I thought No Man's Sky, when you take it for what it is, it's awesome. Ignore what's his face, the one that spoke and just lied.
Oh, what's his jig bullshit, Mr. Bullshit? Yeah, it's just terrible.
Ignore him, right? The game itself was a good game, and I think, I'm surprised they managed to get a sequel / expansion after the flack that they still gets.
I don't, because they have really turned themselves around. I did buy it again because I originally had it for PS4. I was pleasantly surprised. They added some really nice features, and they're very active now, and they've done a hell of a lot since it's been released to try and compensate.
Well, I might go back to it. I might go back to it. I do own that. Other games, Life is Strange, not interested, but people love it. And the last thing in this list, which I have zero interest in, have a guess what it is.
Give me a hint here, mate.
It's the thing that every child is going on about, and I hate
Fortnite.
it. It's just fucking annoying. Apparently, it's PlayStation 4 content exclusive. Honestly, I couldn't give less of a shit. We'll go onward and upward. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Apparently they've lost the campaign. They're bringing another fucking battle royale mode like every other game is right now. I lost interest. As soon as they took the campaign out, I just don't care.
I mean, saying that, it's quite interesting because Black Ops, the original Black Ops, the campaign was neither here nor there for me, but the multiplayer was great.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the multiplayer, but I do like a good campaign. It kind of makes me feel that they spent some time. Now
when was their last campaign good?
World War II.
I mean, really?
What?
You enjoyed it?
Graphically, it was immersive as hell.
Yeah, graphically, but it was. You might as well been on train tracks.
Oh, of course, but it was. I'm just trying to think. It was the only first-person shooter.
Now, Modern Warfare, I enjoyed.
That was set in World War II on this generation, if I'm correct, because obviously there was things like Sniper Elite, which was set.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not sure, but I don't think there was. And World War II shooters were crowd favourites.
To be standout was Battlefield 1. That campaign was excellent. You've got stories of all different soldiers from all different walks of life in all different areas of the war.
I've only played the first mission of Battlefield 1.
Oh, it's so good. Really enjoyed it.
That's another thing that I should go through. But no, I loved World War II. I loved it. I think it was really good. I didn't finish it because I borrowed it, but everything about it, I was like, I know it was on train tracks. I know it was linear, but just graphically, it was really good.
It was just lazy for me.
Oh, if it's like easiness, then I can understand.
No, the whole the whole cutscenes with the film. I thought the actual gameplay and the mechanics of the missions was really lazy.
I will agree with that, because I always felt that I'd watched a good cinematic experience by playing it, but then I focused more on the animations of everything that was around me rather than what I was actually doing.
But that's transferable, isn't it? That's transferable into the multiplayer experience. So for me, it's like, well, that's a means to an end, and that's fine.
Yeah. Taking the campaign out of Black Ops 4, right, kind of makes me think that all they've done is, hopefully they've made a new engine.
Well, they said, what was it, 11%? It's only 11% of the customers play.
Is it, though?
I can imagine that, yeah. Because there's a lot of... The Modern Warfare games, I played the campaign.
But what I mean is, the amount of time that someone plays Call of Duty, right, obviously, like, if you think, 11% of their playtime is the campaign, okay, I can believe that. But most people that buy the game play the campaign. At least once. Like, most people. I know you're an anomaly in this.
There's some that I haven't bothered, yeah.
Yeah, but it's... And then bringing a Battle Royale because everyone else is bringing a Battle Royale game. It's getting boring. I'm sick of hearing, this Battle Royale... Shut up. I've had enough.
I wouldn't worry. Well, you had PlayerUnknown, which I still enjoy from time to time.
PlayerUnknown has got a special place in our hearts.
Yeah, definitely.
But, it seems like everyone's gone, ooh.
Oh yeah, of course,
PlayerUnknown is doing well for themselves. We'll do it, and it doesn't. Black Ops doesn't make sense to have a battle royale mode.
You know what would make more sense would be Battlefield doing it, because they've always had large maps with massive amounts of players.
Well, yeah.
If anyone would do it, then it should be them, because it would make more sense. I'm not saying they should do it.
And the maps are massive anyway.
No, exactly. But you wait, there'll be Star Wars Battlefront Royale. Wait for it.
Tournament of the Ancients, First Blood. I'm not sure what that is.
It sounds like a Dota clone just from that. I don't know anything else about it, but
I think it's because it's Dawn of the Ancients, is it, or something like that? Dawn of the Ancients, or is Dota?
Yeah.
Anyway, but so that could be a sequel for all we know. Let me miss that one. Final Fantasy 15 King's Quest DLC. Psh, all right. Indie PlayStation Indies. The PlayStation 4 Pro 2.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Whether it's software they're talking about, or whether it's if it's a hardware update, then they'll probably just make it smaller, and the fans won't sell.
Well, yeah, okay.
The fans are running a bit high, so I think it will just be a cheaper revision. When they change the manufacturing, it's cheaper to produce it a new way. They've done it since PlayStation, so
yeah,
I can understand it.
Death Stranding, which was Hideo Kojima's. Because he did, what was it called, PT?
Yeah, with old what's his face from.
And then something fell through, and then that went
console's worth a lot. If you've got a console with the demo download on that was worth a lot of money.
Yeah, my old console's got it on there.
Old
one.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, Death Stranding. The trailer looks pretty cool, but I don't know anything about it, so I can't say personally that I'm excited. I don't know if you are.
No,
it's just right now. This one is purely. I want to know your feelings on this.
All right, go on.
We got 3 of them. You'll love them, I hope. I'll go from the least. I'll go for the least. The one I think you'll like the least to the most.
Okay.
World of Warcraft PlayStation 4 edition.
What? Well, I'm not interested in it. If I was going to play it again, it'd be on PC. But I think, why didn't they do this years ago?
But what if I told you it's vanilla?
No.
No, you're not.
There are ways and means to play that on the PC, right? I don't
Okay.
know.
Apparently, World of Warcraft Classic is coming.
Yeah, because there's so many pirate servers. Blizzard wants to cash in because the only reason why people are playing pirate servers is because they've said, Blizzard, can you please do the vanilla? And they've gone, no, 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 no. And now they're seeing all these thousands of users on the vanilla servers, and they go, yeah, we want some of that.
Yeah, actually.
And don't get me started on why vanilla is infinitely better than whatever pack they're using now.
Because that's a video in itself. We should do that. We should do that as the next one. Why is vanilla WoW better than new WoW? And then I'll go, Ali, hit it, and that'll be it.
Yeah, and we just.
Overwatch, Talon's Fury.
We don't know anything about it, do we? I'm assuming it's a large expansion.
Now, are you excited? Because I'm quite excited because I do like Overwatch. I
really like. I like all Blizzard games, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm interested.
I don't know what it could be. I don't think Overwatch can have an expansion.
Well, I read that there's a tie-in to the Overwatch movie.
That's exactly what it says on this memo.
Could it be?
Do you think Talon's Fury is the film?
Or it could be a single-player experience.
Because it says, like in this memo, it says Overwatch Talon's Fury, and it just says teaser trailer. Presentation featuring Jeff Kaplan. But it says teaser trailer, not gameplay trailer or reveal.
Then it could be.
It's like Overwatch tie-in movie trailer. So I don't know if it's like, this is happening in the Overwatch world, and those little snippets that they have. Blizzard have their little snippets, don't they?
Yeah. What I find really interesting about Overwatch is, though, it's a game that doesn't need lore, and they've put massive amounts of it into it.
Yeah.
It's a it's a multiplayer first-person shooter. And then they've gone and put all this lore and all this information about all these characters. It's strange.
And it's just not needed, but it's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Because people that really love the game can read about it. There's comics about it. You know, it's really nice to see, I think. And it kind of shows that they really love Overwatch.
Blizzard is going to be one of the last bastions, I think, that won't be selling out on bullshit. They're doing a little bit with World of Warcraft, but they like to create a single-player experience. And even with Overwatch, it's not single-player, but what they've done is, create this meaty kind of lore behind it. So
you say that it's not single-player. I kind of feel that Overwatch can be, because if you can go into Overwatch alone and still really enjoy it, because it's not just like everyone's just mincing you all the time. You're forced to work as a team, even though you can't talk.
Oh yeah,
you can't be the same character. You start learning about the game, and it starts to become that single-player experience. You don't even have to talk to anyone.
No, you can. If you know your character, you know how to play it in the game.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of single-player-y to me. That's.
Well, I love the fact that it's proper. It's a first-person shooter that has really different classes, and you can only have one of each of the different characters. So even if you're crap at twitchy first-person shooter games, you can find a character in there that will suit your playstyle.
It's their like little golden trophy, isn't it? Overwatch. I remember when that was like building up to come out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
It's a gamble for Blizzard to do a first-person shooter, but that bloody engine's good as well.
Oh yeah,
clean, tight controls. I think they've done a really good job with it.
I remember playing Overwatch on my old work hog laptop when I took it to a training session, and I was sitting there in this meeting. I do have meetings occasionally, right? When I have to go to London. And I was sitting there just playing Overwatch, leeching their Wi-Fi. While someone was going through some, it was that boring sort of paperworky presentation thing. I was there to watch over. This was about a year ago, and it was running fine on my dog crap laptop. And it just proves that
that's Blizzard making things accessible.
It doesn't matter as long as you've got some form of hardware, it will run all right. And I think it's really nice. But the one that we've left till last, we do need to wrap this up.
Right? Oh, hang on, and this will be the one I like the most.
This is the one I think you'll like the most. What do you think? Oh, he's thinking. We won't give it away. But Oh, what are you doing? Is that a number? Yes. Yes. What is it?
Really, I should stay a while and listen.
That's right. That is right. Apparently, Diablo 4 is coming, and if that happens, dungeon crawlers are our jam. We love loot-based things.
If that happens, I'm going to shatter my knee. That'll get me at least 3 weeks off work. Boom.
Oh yes, definitely. You don't have to do anything. You just sit down. That's it. But no, Diablo 4. Don't even know if it's happening. But this is on this memo, and then there's a lot of hints going about. It is due. The last one came out. We researched this. The last one came out 9 years ago and was revealed 10 years ago.
No, it came out 2012, didn't it?
Sorry. No, I was thinking of Michael Jackson. That's what popped in my head. It was revealed 9 months ago. No, 9 years ago, but then released in 2012. So it's like it was the pre.
Yeah, but hang on.
And then they changed it all.
If this is the reveal, and it's going to be another 4 years.
No, but the thing is, if we got that to work towards, then I'm happy. Like,
yeah.
Of all the games that have come out, Diablo, especially Diablo 2 for me, they're ones that I just absolutely ploughed. I just ploughed it on and on and on and on. When Diablo 3 came out, I didn't care about waiting years. But when it came out, I was going around every shop I could at midnight trying to find a special edition.
It was a really shit start because of the whole auction house ruined it.
I know, and no one could log in.
No. But I think they've sorted that now. You know, Blizzard don't make the same mistake twice.
No, they learn from everything. Like every expansion that they've released, there's been a problem, but it's never been the same problem. You know.
No, exactly.
There'll be login issues on one of them, and then the other one they'll be like, "Oh, well, to fix these login issues, we'll set portals around the world that only certain players can see, so then only certain players can go in at that time." But then that then caused problems because people were like, "Oh, how come you can see it and I can't?" And then, and then you think, "Oh shit, okay, so we can't do that." You know, they've done really well. But Diablo 4 apparently it's called Rapture. I don't really know how that would link in because the only sort of thing that I know about Rapture is when.
What happened at the end of the story in Diablo 4? Obviously, Diablo was defeated.
Yeah, and then you went to I can't remember his name, Malthael?
Well, hang on, what does Rapture mean? So Rapture's
to do with a certain event
in time.
I thought that's when you get taken to heaven or something like that. Wasn't there that thing, that world disaster, everyone was worried that the Rapture was coming?
A Rapture is referring to a purported time event when all Christian believers, in this case, living and dead, will rise into the sky and join Christ.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So that's what I was kind of there with the going to heaven. But
could it be something to do with... What's the Diablo world called? Oh.
Why has this gone blank now?
Why has what gone blank?
My knowledge of Diablo.
Oh, I tell you why.
Oh my god, what? It's just you guys blank. Tristram, of course it is.
No, that's the town.
Yeah, but that's the main place from that's Diablo 1, isn't it?
Yeah, Tristram.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen.
I don't know where it is.
I want to read the novels.
I didn't even know there was novels.
Yeah, it's about 15 novels. And they've gone from... They started in 2001, and they've gone all the way through to 2014.
Well, that's bloody awesome. On a quick look, I can't find what it's called, but I'm going to kick myself. Please tell us in the comments what it is.
Can't remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Remember.
Anyway. No, it's New Tristram.
No, but I can't remember the name of the world because obviously you go to different areas of the world. You go to the desert and you go you went to the jungles. But anyway, maybe this whole Rapture event will be end of days, but a positive end of days, and Diablo comes back.
Or
again.
maybe Diablo corrupts God.
Yeah, but he nearly did that before.
And then you have to go and punch the face of God. God himself. Christ himself you have to slay with your golden axe and shield, and the possibilities are endless.
Oh, we've got a timeline here. So the original Diablo was released in 96, Hellfire 97, Diablo 2 was 2000 and Lord of Destruction 2001. So it's 12 years in between Diablo 2 and 3.
Wow,
12 years. Reaper of Souls came out 2014 and Rise of Necromancer came out 2017. So I'm really interested because they're still riding the coattails of Rise of Necromancer. So to announce something, I'm worried it might not be a Diablo game in the true sense of the word.
If you mentioned this earlier on, if you're going to say like Diablo but as a first-person shooter, that's practically putting a revolver in their mouth.
Yeah.
If they put Diablo name on anything that's not an isometric dungeon crawler,
And that's what I'm kind of worried about.
Like it was, you said earlier on, like Diablo 4 Rapture, and it's just basically battle royale.
Yeah.
Just 100 barbarians fighting to the death.
Yeah, like a massive Tristram. Stay a while and listen, but watch for the energy field. It will kill you. It's like,
watch for Diablo's influence.
In Diablo's Inferno.
Yeah, it'll be something like the Inferno. Anyway, but no, Blizzard, don't let us down. Bring us something good.
There's serious eyes there.
We've waited very patiently for this. But yeah, so that was all of E3's like memo, and I think that it's going to be great. I think there's a lot of titles in there that I'm very, very interested in. There is a lot of chuff, but there always is. Every year, there is always a lot of chuff.
To be honest, mate, as I've got older and I don't get as much time to play games, I just want those few diamonds.
Exactly.
Chuff's going to happen. So the good games really, really need to be good. Look at Doom. Look at Doom. Look at Doom. Look at Doom.
Like
Doom. Wolfenstein. Oh my god. Doom is one of those games. Desert Island. Doom.
Yeah.
And as weird as that may sound, but it would be because I've played through it 4 times now, and my 5th time will be finishing it on the Switch, which I bought for full price, and I bought it full price on PC because I'm a fucking knob. So like, yeah.
No, I'm the same. I did buy it on the Switch, but for instance, when it first came out on the consoles, I bought it straight away. When it came out on PC, that's not when it came out on PC. When I got my PC, I bought it full price. No, I think it was about 30. No, something like that. It was a lot of money. I haven't bought it on the Switch because I don't think it controls very well for me. Like with a Pro controller, it would be brilliant, but with those little Joy-Con things, I just cramp up. I'm like,
I have to play it on medium or easy. Just because of the controls. I'm sorry. The controls is... Oh, no.
No, I know what you mean.
Give me a keyboard and mouse, mate. Any day of the week.
But yeah, I tell you what. But we'll end this video on what would be the greatest surprise for you. Like, if none of this came true, or if all of this was true, what would be the one thing that's not mentioned in this list that would make you go, that's it, my life is done? Life will be good.
StarCraft 3.
Really?
And it won't happen because Blizzard are milking the shit out of 2, especially with the original one in Korea being such a big esport game. StarCraft 3.
So, StarCraft 3 is your ultimate... You would...
Right now it is, yeah. Right now. You put me on the spot, and I love the series, and I think RTS have gone out of fashion. And it's a shame, really. I like a cerebral game. I like the strategy. I like playing, against an opponent.
Yeah.
So yeah, Diablo 3 for me would be awesome.
StarCraft 3.
That's right. StarCraft 3 for me would
Diablo
be awesome.
3, we're only 10 years behind.
What I want the Blizzard to really do, honestly, is create a Kingdom Hearts RPG where all the characters just come together.
No.
Not Heroes of the Storm, but it's beautiful where the gamers... I'm joking.
I was like, Kingdom Hearts RPG? I was like, who are you?
No, but you imagine it. You've got the Blizzard gamer and they've got a little headset on, and then all the Blizzard characters come in like, stay a while and listen, and everything else. No, it's StarCraft 3. What about you?
For me, it's obviously Diablo 4, right?
No,
but if it's not there, the thing that would make me go crazy is that Fallout 76 was a ruse and it's Fallout 5. Right. Or Doom 2019. Doom 2. Yeah, if Bethesda sat there and go, we said about Quake? It's actually Doom 2. That would be the time where I'd strip naked, I dance, I swing my pants outside, I don't even give a fuck. I would go to work naked with a Doom tattoo all over me. You know, if they announced Doom 2, I would just honestly get my junk out and windmill for the rest of the year.
You know,
that's me.
I would have said something like Doom 2, but I just know they've got too much on their plate.
I know, but this is all theoretical. Like, this is not theoretical, like pipe dream. It's... if only. But if they did, what would you do if they just went, like, if Bethesda come on and go like, oh, you know, everyone loved Quake, and then they went, oh, we've got a good surprise for you, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, cool, yeah, and it just went, dun, 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 and then Doom's logo is in the background, and then, do you know what, I can feel my anus doing that, thinking about it.
I'll tell you why they're not going to do it, though. That's the thing.
No, don't ruin it for me.
Between Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein 2.
Well, not much.
3 years?
Well, yeah, but that's... Doom, in my opinion, is more popular.
Oh, yeah, but Doom's
popular
2020.
culture.
It'll be Doom 2020. Mark my words.
Oh, you just reminded me that what isn't in this list is Cyberpunk 2020. Cyberpunk 77...
2077.
2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is based on a tabletop board game called Cyberpunk 2020.
Yeah, but hang on.
So that's what it is.
Who's publishing it?
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
they've already said it's coming. They've already said it's.
Oh no, they
it's
are.
on.
No. What I'm saying is that memo is just about the large publishers.
Yeah,
and it's a leak.
But I thought you have to. Don't you have to buy into it? Like if you want to announce something, you have to put your thing forward.
No doubt, but these are the massive. That might be. There might at the end. There might be small. You know, it depends how they do it.
But what I mean is, like, Sony doesn't publish Borderlands, and all these different ones. So I would have thought Cyberpunk would have been in one of them. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Cyberpunk.
But okay, so the easiest way to find out is how was The Witcher done?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
The past will tell you the future generally. So it depends on how CD Projekt Red announced the Witcher games.
Well, I just hope I'm really hoping this E3 is going to be the one. Like, I never get excited about E3, but for once I am. I can't wait, and it's lovely to feel that sort of warmth inside. Like, we're going to EGX later on in this year.
Later on today.
Later on today.
It
depends if you're watching this in September. We're going to EGX, and I would love to go there, and for the games that I'm excited about to be there. Because last year, the only thing that I was really excited about was Destiny, because it had just come out. Or it was just it was just come out, isn't it? And I think Detroit. But then I didn't even go and see Detroit. I completely missed it. But this time, if there's games I'm like, I don't even care, I need to see it, I will wait in queues if I have to, if Cyberpunk 2077 is there.
Right, well, look,
no.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt was announced on 4th of February 2013 in Game Informer. That's where it was announced, with a 2014 release for PC and all high-end systems available. It was distributed to retailers by Warner Brothers and Bandai Namco Entertainment in Western Europe. Now, Bandai Namco also do From Software, which is Dark Souls. But Bloodborne is a PS4 exclusive. No doubt. I'm only assuming that, but if it's in their lineup, then it makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true.
So, when you look at how they released and how they announced it, then it probably wouldn't be in this.
Yeah.
And they've also employed a new team to take on more duties for Cyberpunk 2077 a few weeks ago.
That's because their funding was run out. And they had to apply for a new grant from the Polish government, I think.
Right, so it's a loophole there, yeah?
Yeah, they've done a loophole to get more funding, to then get more... But I just want to see where it's come. Like, I think it was announced in 2013?
No, it was, yeah, The Witcher.
And that's
no, Cyberpunk, sorry.
Like, there was like word that they released that trailer with a girl the Met girl has killed that dude, and there's that police officer that's behind him with a gun.
Yeah.
They released that, I think it's about 2013, and I shit my pants. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I shit my pants. But now I've been waiting for 5 years. I want something.
Well, see, this is the problem when they announce things too early on.
Because that was definitely too early. Definitely.
Well, The Witcher 2 was announced during Project Red's CDP Days 2011 Spring Conference.
Yeah.
So
they're not even big events that they're announcing them at.
No.
Like, so you think Witcher was announced in Game Informer, which is just a very popular website and podcast.
The Witcher 3, but remember that The Witcher 2 really got them recognition, didn't they?
Yeah.
More so. So The Witcher 3, you could say, that's a AAA title. But they just put it in, Game Informer.
Yeah. Well, we can only see what happens.
There could be some bonuses, isn't there? There's sometimes some, interesting snippets that come out of it, some things that people didn't realise, and this is a leak.
Yeah, no, I fully accept that.
It could be a fake leak.
And we've done a whole video on a fake leak, but it's got good conversation about what we want and what we expect. Like,
yes, sir.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to call it there, because we have been talking for a long time, and I'm sure this is going to be one of our longest yet.
I'm getting lockjaw.
Yeah, lockjaw, yeah, right. But, like you ever get lockjaw. No. No, but I hope you've enjoyed what we've discussed.
Oh God, that sounds so rude.
It does. The eyebrows gave it away. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what we've been discussing, and we want to hear what you're excited about, what you've been thinking of, what you've been wanting to happen at EE, bloody hell, E3. Do you think this leak is real?
We want to know your hopes and dreams. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, do it. Talk to us on Twitter. We'll go on to the end section now. If you've got Twitter, if you've been reading this that happens on like the scrolls along the top, like all the time, in fact, if you look here right now,
subliminal as well.
That is our Twitter handle. Just come and talk to us on there. We're both very active on there. We also are a part of a network called yawnhub.uk, which you should be going on to go and see videos from like-minded people. They're not all video games, so there you go. That was a good. I love that. We got Gingerbeard Mark, who does various videos from around. He's called the Sunday Wonders. He just goes places, tells you information. It's really good. He's just reached 1,000. No, 1,000 or 900, but he's on his way to 1,000. Congratulations to him. You got Jaws 19, which is very much movie related. Very good channel. He goes to conventions. It's very much like a TV sort of chat show, if you like. It's got a really good feel to it. But yeah, Jaws 19, check him out. And obviously, Video Game Basement. We are very good friends with Video Game Basement.
We are super best buds.
Super best buds. If you haven't checked out our previous modcast, we did a collaboration with them talking about retro hardware versus original hardware. Not retro hardware. Original hardware versus
emulation. Go check it out.
Like,
it's really
things
good.
like Raspberry Pi, you should go and check it out because it's cool. It's really fun. It's really good to make. I think we've mentioned everything. If you like what you watch, then please share it to your mates because it seems like that's the only way that the true word can come out. Please consider subscribing to our channel, and if you really want to know when we post videos, press that little button at the top, the little bell, and then you get like notifications on your phone and when we put something up. But more specifically, if you want to just know what we do, go on YawnHub, because all of our videos are posted there all in one section. So once you've watched one of ours, you can then move on and then hopefully find more channels that you're into. But please go and check out YawnHub. There's not really much else to say except for, do you have Ali?
Mm-hmm.
Do
I have
inspirational quote?
It's
okay if you don't.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Generic? I like it.
It's not generic. It's from Spock, Wrath of Khan, when he goes into the warp core and saves them.
Can you believe this guy? Like, I just...
Come on.
I'm sorry. But yeah, we've been Modded Gossip. He's Ali. I'm Stu. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.